Welcome everyone, Ify here, and as I've shown you, today I'm making a video about inexpensive, popular fragrances in the Middle East. Because as you have noticed, the price differs from region to region. For example, popular designer fragrances can be more expensive in the East and Middle East than they are in the West. And Middle Eastern fragrances can be very expensive in the West, for example, like in US. Gradually, the level of difference between these prices are starting to equalize, and hopefully at some point, we're going to have almost the same price everywhere. But until then, I'm making this video because I'm pretty sure that there are people in the Middle East that they would like to purchase and smell like popular designer fragrances that people wear in the West. So what I'm going to show you today are 12 fragrances coming from a trustworthy website in the Middle East, and fragrances which I would personally buy because I like how they smell and because they are at a reasonable price. So the website I have chosen is takeittoday.com because I have bought from them, I have dealt with them, and they seem like a reliable source of fragrances online. And they also offer international delivery. So if you know any other trustworthy website in the Middle East, you feel free to buy from them. I'm just showing you fragrances from this site, like a reference. So I'm gonna start with the cheapest, and as you increase the price, of course you're gonna get better and better fragrances. Not always a more expensive fragrance is gonna be better than the cheaper one. The first one I want to show you is Whiskey Silver Perfume for Men by Eva Fleur Paris. This fragrance, I don't know how widely available it is internationally, but I know it was pretty popular in Romania, and it was actually a pretty good fragrance at a very reasonable price. It was one of those supermarket fragrances which was really good, and the smell was similar to Acqua di Gio, but to a point where I wouldn't say it was exactly a clone. So £9.50 was the price for this one. I'm just going to show you the price in pounds. You can make the conversion to your national coin. The next one I want to talk about is Jovan White Musk, and this is top 3, my favorite top 3 cheap fragrances. For a good reason. Long lasting, don't be frightened about the eau de cologne concentration because this acts like an eau de toilette. The smell is great. It's in the range of fragrances like L'Homme by YSL. It's soft, it's cozy, it's very safe, a very nice fragrance overall. I think definitely worth the £13 it costs on Take It Today. At £17, I found Jacques Bogart One Man Show Ruby Edition, which is not as easy to find everywhere. That makes it a bit special. But personally, for an extra £0.5, for £17.50 in total, I would go for Jacques Bogart Peron because I own that fragrance. I think it's one of the best Bogart fragrances, and the performance is just beast mode easily, nuclear fragrance. Now for £24, you can get something even more popular like an Zaro fragrance, Zaro Chrome United. This is a sleeper in my opinion. People don't talk about it, but it's a salty aquatic fragrance, something in the same category as Millésime Imperial by Creed. Not a clone, but if you like that kind of scent, I think this one will be in the same range of the same smell. And also because I've seen this fragrance becoming more rare, and probably if it's going to get discontinued at some point, its price is going to go up. Also at £24, also an aquatic Nautica Voyage. For this price, for the 100ml bottle, I think it's worth it because even today this is a great fragrance, long-lasting aquatic fragrance. It's an iconic fragrance which will do great either in a collection or to someone who's just into smelling great. Now at £25 there are a couple of options. One of it is a Zaro Visit. This is probably my favorite Zaro fragrance because It smells so different than the mainstream designer fragrances. It smells niche in the opening, it has incense, lots of cedar, long lasting on my skin, and for this price, and considering that it's becoming more rare, I think it's a great purchase. Also at £25, we have Nikos Sculpture, which was also an iconic fragrance for most time, but people don't usually mention it anymore because the performance is not that great, the smell is a bit dated, but overall I think that for the price this is still a good purchase. At £26 I was surprised to find a Paco Rabanne fragrance, and even if it's 50 ml, Paco Rabanne fragrances usually are quite strong, and Black Excess is one of those fragrances. On my skin at least, it has a very good performance. And Black Excess, it's a juicy pineapple fragrance, sweet juicy pineapple fragrance, and if you love pineapple, which most of people do because they like Creed Aventus, this is one of those fragrances which can give you the vibe of Creed Aventus in a designer way, more sweet, more juicy. This has a more prominent note of pineapple. So I kept the limit at £30 for this video. If you want to go even higher, let me know. If you like this kind of video, I'll look into it. I will gladly make a second video about fragrances, you know, maybe up to £50, 60 even. But at £30 I found the following: Bentley for Man Azure, which is now a big hype in the fragrance community. It smells like a combination of very popular fragrances like Acqua di Gio. It has that DNA but with a twist. Of course it's going to be long lasting, it's going to be of a high quality because it's a Bentley. Also at £30 there's Coste Peron, which is a great fragrance, probably one of their greatest in my opinion, because I don't usually like Lacoste fragrances because they're like entry-level designer fragrances, and at their price point you can find better unpopular fragrances which are of a higher quality. And of course, the higher you go in price, you will find even better fragrances. And you don't have to raise the price by much. For example, if you add extra £2, you can get Bentley for Man Intense, which is still one of the best cheap fragrances out there. So there you go guys, you can also get inexpensive popular fragrances in the Middle East. You just have to do like a proper research. So this doesn't mean I'm stopping the videos about clones, but I know that there are also people who are trying to get into the designer area in the Middle East. So probably and hopefully this video will help. And let me know if it helps, and if you like this kind of video, and if you like that idea of doing a video in which I raise the price up to 50 or 60 pounds, and I make that kind of video. And that's it. I hope you liked it, and until the next one, keep smelling great.